Kia ora te whānau, and welcome back to Bruce Pulman Park here in Takanini, Tamaki Makaurau, for the last day of the game. Last game of the day, I should say. This is between the 27 women's sides, between the Tagaroos and the Tag Blacks, in the Trans Tasman Test Series here in 2025. Brought to you by NZTFI and the StreamShop.live. I'm Rusty Matu inside commentary today, and we're alongside Claude Usatini, NZTFI, Mr. Tag himself. And Claude, looking forward to this one?
Looking forward to this game, and just happy that we've managed to get some good weather today to roll out the day two of our 3-day Trans Tasman Series. And yeah, it's been really competitive, but you know, the Australians have shown why they're the number one nation in the world in tag football. And yeah, as has been evident with some of the scores today, but here's hoping our 27's women's can get up today.
Yeah, 27 women's coming up there. Just looking at the blurb that we've got from our teams. It's really cool. Yeah, we've got Sean, who's playing a first year tag with, but played touch rugby for the Hawke's Bay, as well as Sevens as well. So that'll be one of the players that they've mentioned that they want to keep an eye on today.
Yes.
And we'll give you more of that information as the game progresses. And interestingly enough, not many huckers today there. Claude, only one from the under-21 boys so far. Do you think we'll see a few more tomorrow for the last day?
Most likely, yeah. I think they just maybe a bit of stage fright there, and especially on that number one field, I think they just wanted to focus more on the game itself and get a result. But look, everyone's been putting in a lot of energy into these games, and the effort's certainly been there, and I'm just pleased that we've got
players and referees.
Got the teams over the line.
Yes, and here we go. The 2-minute countdown's on.
Indeed.
And we'll start off with the Tag Blacks team here. We've got Heenan, Tuigamala, White, Tsing, Toda, Nati, Woodman, Maka, Talapule, Ihaka, Peters, Walker, Purutongia, Dilai Loma, Porter, and Fitzgerald. For the Tagaroos.
Yep, Tagaroos. We've got Amy Spence, Angela Barr, Claire Smith, Claudia Symington, Claudna O'Regan, Courtney Watt, Elizabeth Douglas, Kelly Barbuto, Crystal Coker, Madison Studden, Madison Hani, Narori Prema Chandra, Sarah Yatum, Sian George, Stephanie Stockwell, Stephanie Sharp, and Vanessa Fitzgerald to roll out the squad.
Yes, quite a star-studded side there from the Australians as well.
Yep, and their coaches are and managers Jordan Hollis and Michelle Rennie.
Yeah, referee Ben Holt from Australia to ref the Blue Ribbon event today. The management for the New Zealand team is Tisha Regan and Ange Regan. So,
yep, yeah, good people, those two. So the team players to watch out for today are Steph Sharp, number 8 for Australia, and Kelly Babuto, and Maddie Hani, number 27, and Angela Barr, number 7. Steph Sharp has her first year in 27s, come from Open Women's, having played for Australia for 9 years. She is also the tour vice captain for Tagaroos. Kelly Babuto at number 1. She's been part of the women's 27s for a couple of years now, being one of the most experienced players out wide. She brings a wealth of knowledge to the game. And Maddie Harney, number 27, second time playing for Australia. She is one of the youngest players that brings a lot of flair and X factor to the team. We have kickoff.
Let's just recognised Maddie Studden in there as well, another NRLW player, Claude. And
that's right, that's correct.
Jillaroo as well. So, yeah, certainly no shortage of calibre in this Aussie 27's women's team.
Indeed. And they're very fortunate to have these NRLW players available. Yeah. We unfortunately don't have that privilege. A lot of our players, our top line players, are unavailable due to their, the union and the league have 11-month seasons now, so it eats into our summer, which is when our tag season played.
Also, too, this 27's New Zealand team is a bit of a tribute to Kath Horton as Australia goes across for the first.
Kath Horton.
for the first try there, and just easy does it as well, I should say, just going down that right edge.
Show and go.
Easily doing
Bit
the
of show
job.
and go
Yep.
from number 6.
Yeah. It's Sean George.
Sean George.
Very, very easy looking try here. But as I said, once again, this team is a tribute to Kath Horton, and for those of you who know, she was a Kiwi Fern who passed away tragically late last year. And a lot of these girls have affiliations with her, and this is a dedication to her as well. So that's a lovely gesture by this team. And most of them, if not all of them, actually got to either play with her or for her as well. So
Yeah.
very strong connection. So
I think Tag Blacks are very fortunate to get a penalty here. The line speed from Australia is very good. But, I'd be looking at getting those hard settles in, get them out of that red zone.
And this was a cliffhanger yesterday, Claude. There was a 2-1 to
Yes.
the Tagaroos. An epic close game yesterday, and expecting more of the same today, I'd imagine, Claude.
Yeah, look, it's a 5-test match series, and as you know, you can sometimes peak in your first or your second game, but, you've got to peak 5 times.
Yep.
So, anything can happen if you can just stay focused. I mean, there's some good running there from the Tag Blacks, from number 15 for New Zealand, Wati Delamonaluma. Good run by number... here we go.
Oh, will
Could
it
she
bounce up?
get to the ball? She's too... Well, I'm not sure what the ref's going to award there. I think,
Got to love the effort, though, Claude.
yeah, effort on effort there, mate.
Absolutely, that was fantastic. Bobby Walker.
Brought it back.
Yeah. Love the effort, young lady. Excellent work.
Let's see what Australia does.
Yes.
Penalty, early penalty.
Oh, the girls, Tag Blacks here, just got to get their composure. You got to keep discipline.
Yeah.
It's really important that you don't get carried away with the emotions.
Indeed.
And, stay on task.
Just having good emotional intelligence in these critical stages. Look at this
Oh,
pace
that's
out
some
wide.
pace.
There's some pace.
Oh, you got a clean pair of heels, yeah, young lady.
Yes.
Wowee.
Good hands from Australia. Quick settles.
That's number 10, but I don't have a 10 on the Tagaroos team sheet.
Yeah. I do like the shape of the Australian attack. It's deep. They set in a good shape. It's nice. It gives your players space to, run your set plays. If you stand too shallow,
Yeah.
usually there's a little bit of fatigue starting to set in. But no, it's. I think this one's their 3rd test.
So they played
So-
this morning as well, did they?
They did. So they really do have to pick this one. The Kiwis will have to really get this one in the bag in this test match, particular test match. So, we'll see what rolls out. 1-0 Australia, 4 minutes in to the first half. 20-minute halves for each for the game. 2-minute halftime break. Australia with the ball. We'll show and go from 11 from Australia. Referee's given a penalty. Good field position to restart the play. New Zealand's defence will really have to
Look
be...
at that.
Look at that. Just hard running into a hole. Easy one-pointer there. Easy one-pointer.
Yeah, just running that inside line there.
No,
Nice and simple.
she's just picked out a defender.
Yeah.
Committed them, flat-foot
Just
them.
that little bit of pace. And that was Maddie started scoring that, I believe.
Made it look all so easy.
Yes. Yeah, that's Maddie right there. Yep, certainly is. But yeah, and it's such a simple play, Claude. It's nothing fancy whatsoever. You start off on running a slight overs line and you just cut back on the angle at pace.
Yeah.
Little short pass, bang, into the hole.
She had good game awareness. She played what was in front of her. She could see it. The
Yeah.
defender was flat-footed.
Yeah.
Presented the ball and just, her outside man, woman, ran it straight in.
But Perry and I spoke about that in the previous game where the Tag Blacks were doing really complicated moves. And sometimes, all you want is just a simple play.
That's right. But also, maybe in that last game, a lot of plays too close to the ruck.
Exactly.
A lot of traffic.
Because they were running double and triple crosses, within a 2 or 3 metre span. So it was easy to defend.
Yeah.
They needed to spread that out and run those plays to spread the defenders. Yeah. So
Exactly. Just like these girls are doing.
yeah, but we're also saying that
Look at that.
they get an opportunity
beautiful.
to review it. But what a great try again! That unders line.
Yeah, 100%.
And the short ball, and that player coming at pace through the hole.
Yeah, that's just good straight running into that low.
Quality
Look
footy.
at that. Bang. Beautiful
Yeah.
try.
Number
That was an
16
awesome
going across
16.
there. That's Courtney Watt.
Nice try. Very nice. Well crafted.
Yeah. And Aussie just looking very clinical. What a great start from them, Claude, with 7 minutes, 3 points up.
They're looking ominous. They're looking ominous.
Certainly is some work ahead for the Tag Blacks. And obviously yesterday was terrible weather. And that really has a big influence on the game.
Bit of a leveler.
It is. When you're in those conditions, were absolutely terrible yesterday. So and now we see a more open, sort of free-flowing game and
A dry track.
Yeah, and a dry track. That's right. So just encourages that attacking play.
We're so pleased to have these women's grades. We're really making a push this year for getting more female participation in our sport, in our schools program. It's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
We're getting really good numbers, but it's getting those our girls to stay committed and show that there's a pathway to play at the highest level for from 21's, Open Women's, Senior Women's, Masters Women's, from 27's, 37's, and 47's. So yeah, we're excited. This is a building block. We've got a great lady named Ange Mazibo and her husband Regan Wallace, who are our development officers for the women's growth. So I must acknowledge her for her fantastic work in getting our teams all prepared for this Trans Tasman.
So Tish was actually involved with 2 teams at this campaign there, right?
Tish Lecker, wow.
Yeah.
Awesome experience and wisdom there that's been provided for our women's grades. So, but they've been very competitive this weekend, with the Australian OzTag systems are the benchmark globally. So, we're just pleased to have them on our shores this weekend, and we can learn lots from them. 27, Madison Harney takes it up for settle. Look at those hard underlines they're running.
The pace onto that ball as well. They nice kick from the 50 there, and
don't run out.
Oh,
geez, that was
tiptoe through the tulips there, mate. But did enough to stay in field.
This is where they've got to get some depth in their attack. Run some good decoy plays. That first receiver, just shift it, get the ball, give it some space, otherwise you get caught out, as you're seeing there. Good rush defence by Australia from the Tagaroos. New Zealand just playing it safe, keeping it close in the ruck area, but chance it. Get a good kick in, I've touched it, play on.
Yeah, and that kick just wasn't executed well enough for the Tag Blacks there to get out of their half, and Aussie now starting their set inside the Tag Blacks half.
Yeah, look at their field position.
That's right. They're just starting in a good ball. So here they go. They're relentless, these Australians. They're just coming at you, and everyone hitting the ball at pace.
If we can just tighten up in that ruck area.
Yeah.
There we go. Great kick and chase. That's a try. No. Oh, ball went over the line.
Yes. Very close, though, Claude.
Was close.
Very close. Tag Blacks are very lucky there that ball just grounded before she was able to regather there.
Great vision, though.
Yeah,
that kick and chase skill set is just out of this world for any player that can do that. Just keep ball in hand, get position, get out of your red zone. Good kick in, get a good kick in, and then you can pressure the defence.
It's good defence from the Australians, though.
Yeah. Here we go. Get that kick in. That's good. Good kick. Now D up. Tighten up that D line. Make that tag.
It's a good tag there.
Great tag.
Sarah White with that tag.
Okay, number 7 for the settle. Angela Barr. 21.
And that's a good-looking
From
kick.
Madison Study.
Yeah, just enough for it to just slow the game down a touch.
Good kick.
Give the Aussies an opportunity to reset their defensive line.
Tag Blacks just need to get out of their half and try and get some good field position.
Then they need to create momentum in the ruck, Claude.
Yeah,
you know, they're just a little bit sort of stagnant on that there.
Lost it. Just out and out, lost it. Never.
And that doesn't help.
Doesn't help.
Obviously, that's an unforced error there, but Aussie will capitalise on that. You just...
Yeah, they're gifting it.
You just got to D hard now. The girls have got a real amazing team coming at them now. They've got to try and hold them out.
Nice defence by the Tag Blacks. Just read it, count heads. Don't fall for the show and goes. Good reads, really good reads. Keep him out, push him to the sideline.
Oh,
yes.
there he goes.
Good defensive set by the Tag Blacks. Well played. Well played.
Aussies there making an error. Giving position back to the Kiwi Tag Blacks.
Just drive the yards. Just get the yards here. Get over that advantage line. Go again. Nice run by
Chantal Woodman.
She's been in the game a very long time, very experienced player.
Yes. Winning another championship last year with Papakura.
Indeed.
But her and her cohorts have started to organise a Pukekohe team this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's going to be a bit of a first there. See a Puki team.
Fantastic.
Puki Pythons.
Good defence. Great read. Great read on defence.
So her, Lisa Rua and John Sal Tautari.
Yeah.
So all been a part of our tag teams over the years. Tag and nationals as well.
Good settle from number 6 for Australia. Sian George.
Yeah, it's back to 1.
I'll tell you what, I've got to give. This has been a good series of defence from the Tag Blacks. They've certainly numbered up, and they're keeping this onslaught at bay. You know, just as I say it, mate, commentators curse.
You just missed tag there, and Aussie capitalise on that straight away.
Yep, they're getting us on those show and goes. Look, the show, I'm going myself. There you go, bang. Try time. 21 for...
27, Madison Harney.
Oh, was it Madison Harney, was it?
Yeah,
yes, it was indeed.
Yep.
27. Nice try. Beautiful.
Aussie moving out to a 4-0 lead now. So just quickly through the New Zealand women's team, we've got number 1, Shah. She was her first year playing tag, but played touch for Rugby Hawke's Bay. You've got Jane repping New Zealand flag. And that's really grown in popularity as well. New Zealand Defence and Rugby League as well. You've got Sarah White, known as Polly, played touch for New Zealand Barbarians, league for Rewa, and tag for over 10 years. Got Shanae Tasing, Nate, number 4, played for Aotearoa Flag Ferns in the American football flag, and 2 years travelling to Malaysia and Finland for World Cup last year.
Oh.
So some nice variety in the girls' team here, the number 27's.
Geez, there was a basic coach killer there with just no one at dummy half, which just gifted Australia the ball again.
Classic.
In their green zone, and it's just given the Australians more opportunities with excellent field position to just run at will and pick their holes.
Yeah.
But it's really good chase defence. Number 13, good tagging from Bobby Walker.
Oh.
And there we go.
Fatigue.
I think fatigue probably is setting in a bit here, but it's good effort by the girls. Really good effort.
Bit of deflection off the defender there too, just putting it straight back into Australia's hands there. The try line defender, just trying to stop that pass.
Boom.
Yes,
wow.
There, yeah.
Could have gotten the bonus box, but just went outside it.
It's number 3 there, Claudia Symington. Back to the New Zealand team list here. We've got Tarshay, played the majority of touch for her, the majority of her life as a touch player, but converted to tag 2012. Been playing since then, and first time repping New Zealand, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, number 6, Lena, New Zealand tag debut, so she's really excited. Shani, South Auckland all day. Nora from the far north. Nora Marker. She's another Kiwi Fern as well. Number 11, Adi Ihaka as well, playing first for New Zealand. So a few debutantes.
Look, another basic area, which is, again, given the... very fortunate that the Tagaroos have made an error. Great opportunity for them to get themselves out of trouble here and get themselves in better field position. Here we go, draw and pass. Maybe some of those outside channels might be the go. Here we go. It's better from them. Good settle from number 9, Nora Waka.
Nora Waka, yeah.
There we go. Beautiful. Kick and gather. Still our ball. Play the ball. Nice show and go from the Kiwis. If we just get some shape. Good recovery from the Tagaroos, sorry. That's a very good time for the New Zealand side to try and force an error, which would be the perfect opportunity. Just keep your defence tight. Draw that error. Good run by number 4, Elizabeth Douglas. Good settle. Can't be ball watching. Oh, wow.
That was classy.
Yeah. Angela Barr into the bonus box for 2 points.
And it just shows too, there's an old saying, that the quality of the kick is enhanced by the quality of the chase.
Yep.
And she just put everything in effort-wise for that chase, and that's what comes to fruition.
Yeah.
When you're in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That was actually very well
executed.
Yeah, and she could see there was they weren't getting back, and there was no urgency in that in getting the ball back. So she put it through and got the bounce. 2 points.
Yeah.
It almost became a dropout.
Yeah, that was very touch and go.
Okay. See, now they have to ruck it out. Not the best.
Oh.
Yeah, offside. 100%. Similar to the rules of basketball. That's called a defensive foul. No, she's been tagged, so she doesn't have to worry. At number 1 for New Zealand is Bashan Henan. She didn't have to worry. She'd been tagged before she lost control of the ball. So, tag blacks trying to get out of their quarter, actually. Just drive it forward. Just keep going forward, guys.
I don't think half-time can come soon enough for the Tag Blacks, Claude. They're really looking really lethargic here. Fatigued. They're going to need that time to regroup, catch their breath. Oh, there's the intercept. So they got a minute to go. They'll get the last set of attack anyway, last full set.
Just drive it. Well, what would you tell the what would you be pointing out to their
about getting
team
momentum
at halftime?
About getting momentum in the ruck, getting the first and second receivers pushing up with pace either side of the ruck, and then sort of looking to run overs and coming back to the block hole to get that quick momentum and get go forward. Because you want to go forward before you go lateral. And look at this.
Yeah,
Knees down, yeah.
Knees down, but shepherding the ball.
That's right.
She couldn't shepherd the ball. Good. It was a positive play, but just the bounce of the ball didn't go their way.
Yeah, Ben Holt, our Australian ref, running this game.
Yeah. If I were them, I'd just close out this half and focus on regrouping.
Yeah.
And just
regroup and recover.
Yeah, I think
debrief.
I think it's really for Australia. I think they just stick to their set pieces. I think for New Zealand, certainly look at just sticking to basics. Go back to basics. Yeah. And get some shape. And the middles need to be a bit more talkative.
Brilliant first half from the Tagaroos there. 7-0 as we go into the break. We'll be back shortly with the second half. Mā te wā, hoki mai anō.
Sport. What does it mean to us? For some, it's potential, a promise that we could be better, that the early mornings will be worth it, that we could be champions. For others, it's joy. It feeds our lives, builds our communities. It is our light, our love, our laughter, But sport is also our rock, the thing we come back to. Constant, even after the final bell. It's changed, but it never really changes. It's the cup finals, but also the 5:30 game after work. Our people, our culture, our kaupapa. Because no matter what's on the scoreboard, no matter who's in the stands, sport's got your back. And so do we.
Hoki mai anō. Welcome back to Bruce Pulman Park for the second half of the Trans Tasman Tag Series. This game between the over 27's women Tagaroos and New Zealand Tag Blacks. Claude, your opinion on the first half?
I'll just say that the Australians have just had a better shape in their attack, and the consistency and line speed has been probably the difference. Their show and go, and the lines they're running on with their links has been probably the difference, I'd say. And with the Tag Blacks, they probably need to regroup and maybe look at just keeping it simple. Possession is key. Possession is key, protecting the ball and just getting some good field position. Maybe an early kick. The New Zealand team spends a lot of time in their red zone. Hopefully, this second half they can pressure the Australian attack and get their line speed up.
Yeah, the New Zealand side here looking to start off this second half, a whole new team with a whole new attitude, hopefully. And a new game plan, because that game plan of the first half didn't work. So this is their opportunity now to have a better second half. The key players for New Zealand, the middles, they probably have to look at, getting ball in hand, more ball in hand and, directing the team around the park. I'd be definitely telling the middles for New Zealand to get more vocal, get more runners, shape and attack. 100%, I'd be into the team. Now, see, just that a bit more momentum onto their first carry is what they need more of, more consistently.
Look, the
kick over the
kick
top
was
of
over
shoulder.
the top, but the
idea was right.
The idea was 100% right.
That's right.
100% right. She was absolutely onto it.
Yeah, so some good little indicators there in that first set from the Tag Blacks, but you've got to be consistent.
Yeah, that's it.
You've got to be relentless, actually.
That's it. So, it is just a case of just settle down, stick to your basics.
Yep.
Yeah, make your tags. Be a bit more aggressive on the tag.
Yeah. Okay, so New Zealand here with possession.
That's good. Look at that.
And
good
again,
yards.
so we just spoke about getting that momentum onto that first and second
100%.
carrier.
Yep.
Just makes such a difference.
Basics. Here we go again.
Yeah,
Look
and
at
again,
that.
it's nice. It's not a marker pushing up there. It's nice. So they're starting to lead the way there. That's good.
They've just eaten about 20 to 30 meters.
That's right. They're just making good yardage now.
Now you've got some good field position, and now you can run some good shape in your attack.
Oh, and here's another missed. I should say a missed tag from Australia, which is very rare.
Yeah, great run.
And another good break by the Tag Blacks. That was a.
Here we go. Show and go from 9. Grubbers through.
Oh
yes, that's a try. Beautiful
come on,
try.
give it, ref. Go
on, ref.
Blow it up.
Nora Mark.
Yes, he is. Yeah, Nora, that was nice, Nora. Little grubber for herself there, and shouldered her out of the way there. Just here.
Yeah,
boom,
beautiful.
Competing for the ball. Yeah, Nora.
It did bounce her way, so 100% I give that try.
Yes, I coached Nora a few years ago. She made the Kiwi Ferns for the first time.
Wow.
So she toured to England for the World Cup, and she was a standout. Yeah, she sort of was made the squad as a 23 or a 24, and she ended up starting in the grand final. So she was a outstanding player. Yeah. And then became quite a prominent member of the New Zealand Kiwi Ferns as well. And
excellent.
And more recently has moved back and started giving back to the kids back up north, alongside Kath Wharton. So great to see her down here still representing and, paying tribute to Kath once again. And then rewarded with a nice 2-pointer there. And I thought it was a 2-pointer.
No, 1-pointer.
Was it 1-pointer?
Yeah, outside. Yeah, just
okay. Oh, got rid of the tin hat though at least.
Yeah, well, look at the field position now. We have the momentum swing.
That's right.
There's a bit of a momentum swing here. So
capitalise on it. Well, they're definitely winning the second half.
Yeah.
So far. Good work, ladies. Good work.
No, they're going well.
Knock back. Oh, Aussie will regather. Oh,
what's the referee called?
Referee
saying the first knock on.
Yep.
Australia's ball on the 20. This is where I'd look at putting a bit of line speed pressure on the Australian attack here and just pin them in this red zone and try and force an error. I think that's probably a good focus on for the Tag Blacks team right now is
right.
Try and jam up, maybe a bit of umbrella defence, shut them back to the middle. And if you give them space like they're doing here, I'll give them an inch, they'll take a mile, and then sheer pace will just get her through.
And she'll go all the way. That's Crystal Coker.
Crystal Coker in the corner.
Yeah, just a clean set of heels there. Away she went.
Yeah. Look, she knew she was in the space. She just pinned her ears back, went, that's mine. Look at the show and go. They got good depth there. Draw, pass, bang. Off she went. Yeah, that was a well-crafted try.
Oh, and she knows how to score too.
Tag Blacks. Oh. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Yeah. Let's goal line dropout, Claude?
Look, I'll put that down to the sun.
Oh, yeah.
Sun in her eyes. I'll put it down to that.
Yeah.
100%. Dropout for the Kiwis. Number 1.
Bashan Heenan.
Bashan Heenan's good kick. Okay, on the full there. 10 metres in. Australia to restart. Really good field position. Let's see what they do with it. They'll probably jam to the middle. There we go.
Oh, yeah, that's a great move,
wow,
that one there.
They made that look so easy.
Wasn't it? That was pretty, eh?
That was pretty to watch that.
They had the double cross and then the unders on the short ball there.
Yep, look at that.
Yeah,
they jam
this one there and then coming back.
Come back.
Second one, yeah.
Back out there.
And there it is. Well executed and well deserved try. That was well worked. But it's nice when you see set piece come off too, because it shows that your preparation and rehearsal. When you put the effort in, it comes to fruition. So yeah, well done, ladies. Aussie out to a 9-1 lead now. Wow, and then a good kick, and Aussie will get possession straight back off the kickoff.
Coach loves nothing more than seeing a set piece that you do at training and you go over and over it again, and then in the game situation you actually see the players call the set play and pull it off. That's quietly both coaches. The coaches for Australia will be Jordan Hollis and Michelle Kenny were both high-fiving each other, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, that's it, mate. That's your homework coming to fruition there, It just shows when you put in the work, you get the results.
I think New Zealand's been doing a lot of defence, and that's where fatigue starts to set in.
But it was a good start in the second half.
Oh, they started really well. Yeah,
right.
They definitely started well.
Yeah, but as we said, you've got to be consistent. You've got to be relentless. You've got to maintain that intensity.
100%. They're just pressure.
See, and I think also too, in this scenario right now with our Tag Blacks, they've got to disregard the score and play with attacking, and positive,
Sure.
With a positive mindset and an attacking mindset. Yeah. Because we saw when they were coming back on that last set, there was some bad body language. You need to get rid of that, get the shoulders back, get the chest out, and go play some footy, mate. Get stuck into it, Claude. That's how you got to go.
They got to talk.
That's right. You got to go out there with the right mindset, mate. Go out there and attack.
The middle's got to be shouting, talking to their links, saying, D up, count heads. Get off your line, get your line speed right, pressure them. If you're fatigued and you flat foot yourself, that's what Australia's looking. Oh, I thought I saw a little bit of a knock on there at dummy half, but no, referees let it go. 21 on the small grubber, I think. Was that off her feet? No, it was. So
Regathered, yeah.
Good regather for number 11. Ariana Ihaka. Nice. If they can just get somebody deep and hitting off that first receiver, just to get some yards there. Here we go. Nice bit of a goosey there, mate, from number 4. Shanae to sing. She's got some pace, this one.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have her name on the team sheet, or her number, I should say. So, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see her in a bit of space, Claude. It'd be fantastic.
Narori, I think. Narori Premachandra, I think.
Good chance.
Here we go. Is this a 50-10?
Oh, went dead.
Wow, that could have been the kick of
the
the
day.
series.
Yeah. Absolutely. That was so close to being awesome. But that's sport for you, isn't it?
Yep. So, Tag Black's ball on the 20.
Yeah.
10 in.
Thankfully for the tag backs, it wasn't a perfect kick. It was
Tap and go.
But it was so close. Yeah, some people need a sub just quietly.
They may, maybe some injuries, I'm not sure. But
yeah, but the fatigue is certainly an issue. But he's still got a long time to go. We've got 9 minutes to go in the game. And as you know, Claude, 9 minutes is a long time to tag.
It's eternity.
Yeah, especially when you're on there pumping hard.
It's Shanae to sing. Certainly been putting in the effort.
She's been busy, yeah.
Yeah, she's been busy. She's involving herself
but on
and
attack
getting
and
involved.
defense, yeah, she's been very,
100%.
very active.
You know, the girls should feed off that. You know, and
Absolutely.
you know when you see one of your teammates really putting in, you know, it lifts the morale, lifts them for effort on effort. So Australia with the ball just over halfway.
Yeah, it's some nice
settled.
momentum there, yeah.
33. Kiara Smith. Australia.
Look at that little grubber.
Yep, pick it up. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, that's
Off
it.
you go.
To sing again.
Look on. Back to one.
Been very active for the Kiwi side is Shanae.
Yeah, she's had a solid game.
She's
really, she's staying in there. She's getting busy, taking up those first hit-ups.
Yeah, I think her, Nora Maka, have been really prominent for the Tag Blacks.
You know,
number 11 as well. That's she's been really good. Ariana Ihaka.
Oh,
that's a
unlucky
error from the
look at this.
Tag Blacks. Unfortunately for them.
Yeah. And again, I mean, there you go. We've got the ball back. Good opportunity to just.
Oh, and let's recount.
Yep, recount. Back to one. New Zealand's ball just on their 20. Sorry, on their 40. Okay, just short of the halfway for good run by the Tag Blacks. Need to get over that advantage line.
Ooh, yeah, that's another poor error from the Tag Blacks.
That was most likely a fatigue factor was in there. Just the shape and the timing of the run, all of that is involved. Fortunate. Tag Blacks get the ball back. Nice run. Nice run from Bashan Heenan.
Oh,
Easy too. Good read.
yeah, picked
Nice
that one
too.
off. Yep.
Takes it 11-1.
Yeah, just trying to go forward there, but just one pass too many there, and the Aussies picked it off with that intercept.
There you go.
Yeah, there she was. right on the spot to take that.
She made that look so easy. What number was?
Looked like number 14. Is it 14 or 4? Elizabeth Douglas, perhaps. Apologies there, didn't quite get the number of the try scorer for the Australian side. Goes number 11 for Australia scoring their sky. That's Sarah Yatin. So tag blacks now in position. There's a little toe through. That is well fielded by the Australians there, covered. No.
Give her half a gap, she's gone. Geez, they had that numbers down that blindside raid there.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
They certainly did.
Good settle from number 10. Hope. Talapule. If we can get more of those, just quick drives, quick play the balls, get some momentum. And let it go.
Ooh.
Let it go. Yeah, it's 11-1 at the moment, and the New Zealand team's playing with a lot of improved effort in the shape of their attack. But yeah, it's a little bit too little, too late, and the Australian sides certainly has better conditioning at the moment. But look, our game in New Zealand is still in development with in the women's division. We are unfortunately have the problem with a lot of our top players unavailable due to the winter codes taking most of our elite players. So, I'm not making it saying it's an excuse, but it's certainly a challenge getting our squads settled and selected early so they can begin training early.
Get more preparation
time. It's certainly a challenge for us each time. But hey, we've got a benchmark here. The Tagaroos and Australian Oztag are certainly the benchmark for all our sides.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're just grateful that we can get time and get our players to start learning what level to attain.
Yeah.
As they say, Rome wasn't built in a day, mate.
That's right. And there was good intentions going back down to the blind side there. That little cutback from Nora picking up her player coming down that right edge of length, Sarah White, and pushing it out to the wing. So you can actually see that they're trying to get some positive footy going.
100%.
And that's what's important. That even with just 2 minutes left on the clock, you're not going to give up. You're going to keep on keeping on and trying things, and trying to maintain that level of attack and intensity.
See show and go again.
Oh, there she is, Maddie Studdard. Studdard goes in for another try.
She just stands her defender up, shows the ball. There you go. Show. See you later. Bang.
There it is.
Try time.
So just under 2 minutes left on the clock now, and New Zealand to restart this match here.
It's been a comprehensive exhibition of tag footy from the Tagaroos ladies here today. It's certainly a step up from yesterday's first day. So well done to both teams. But clearly the Tagaroos have turned up today for this test match.
And you mentioned earlier too, Claude, that Aussie will be the first opportunity for the tag to go to the Olympics, or was it the Commonwealth Games, sorry?
And Olympics.
So as a demonstration sport.
Demonstration sport.
You know, so obviously the Aussies are all sort of aiming to be a part of that, and no doubt New Zealand's going to be at the forefront of that as well. So there's great opportunity in the future for these players.
Well, it's a lot of work, mate.
Oh, it's a lot of work.
It won't be all the. It'll just be a certain specific grades. The Opens, obviously.
Yeah. That's right. But still, the game itself, it's just an amazing opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, to be part of the biggest sporting event in history.
That's if
you know?
we can get our house in order with the game internationally. You know, with infrastructure and governance. World's your oyster. We certainly can get that opportunity.
Hey, certainly got to back yourself though, and
it's a great product.
Yeah, cross your fingers and hope for the best.
Indeed. 20 seconds on the clock, and it's Australia with possession, hitting it hard into the last. Oh, that was just
wow.
That was just an amazing individual effort.
And number 7 goes across for the last try. That's Angela Barr.
Just as I was saying that, in the last dying seconds, Angela Barr shows us how it's all done. A brilliant individual effort.
It scores a try in reverse, just for the sake of it.
Yeah, rounds it out to a 13-1 comprehensive victory to the Tagaroos, who have had a very good day at the office for day number 2.
We'll be back with coverage tomorrow. We look forward to seeing you all again, and thank you very much from NZTFI.
Thank you.
Streamshop.live. Commentary, Rusty Mata, Claudia Satini. Hei kona ira.